Right, okay. So still some are joining, right, okay. So we were discussing about the computers that we are using in the lab. So most of these computers are called microcomputers. So there are more large computers, but whatever the computers that we are using in the lab, those computers are called microcomputers. Why? So that is the smallest one. That is the smallest one. So other than that, in the industry or in the computer world, you have the larger, bigger computers. Those are called supercomputers. See how big the computers are. These are called supercomputers. So those are very large computers, right? So those are used by the large fellows like Google. This is also a supercomputer. These computers are used by the large organizations like Google, YouTube, Facebook. They are using these giant computers, supercomputers. So then you have some smaller computer that is called mainframe. Mainframe computer is somewhat smaller than supercomputer. This quite smaller than supercomputer, but still large. It can serve like several hundred, several thousands of people. So the earlier one, the supercomputer, several hundred thousands of the people. Here, this can serve several thousands of people, maybe several, so 1 or 200,000 people even. And then you have mini computers. So when it comes to mini computers, these are the mini computers and the workstations. Sometimes mini computers sometimes this is a mini computer. This is also a good one, but mini computer, sometimes you see this one, mini desktop. But this is not mini computer, right? This is mini microcomputer. This is not mini computer, this is mini microcomputer. Right? But mini computer is also larger than we expect. It is also larger than we expect. And then have the microcomputers. So microcomputers are very small. Microcomputers are very small. Those are the computers used by us. So then this is microcomputers. This is also microcomputer, and this is also microcomputer. These are desktops, laptops. All these are microcomputers. Here, these are the examples. All these are microcomputers. All these are also microcomputers. Sometimes students ask from me, sir, I don't have a laptop or a desktop in my home. I have a mobile phone. So can I join your class using mobile phone? So what is my answer? Mobile phone is a microcomputer. You can join. So you have a computer. You cannot say you don't have a computer because mobile phone itself is a computer. It's a microcomputer. So you can join the class. Right. Okay. Now we know the components, Pute. I think we better write a small summarized note related to this. The components in the computer lab because we have not written. Like, let me give a small note to you. So anyway, I'll share the presentation. Therefore, you have the big note. But this is a summary. Then you can quickly remember the stuff. This is a summary. So please write down components in the computer lab. Components in the computer lab. So first one you saw input devices. Output devices. So let's write a few examples also, right? Input devices. So keyboard, mouse, joystick, webcam, scanner, microphone. Output devices like monitor, printer, speaker, head-mounted devices, head-mounted devices, projector, plotter, lighting. Those are output devices. Then third thing is memory, random access memory, and read-only memory. Those are also there. Then storage devices. Storage devices. Please write this, right? Please write down quickly. Storage devices. What are the storage devices? Hard disk, CD, DVD or compact disc, digital, versatile disk, pen drive, memory cards are used as storage devices. Blu-ray, floppy, but those are earlier. You may note that in some disk you have DISK, hard disk, jazz disk, floppy disk. Those are having DISK disk, but see this CD, DVD are having DISC, right? You search internet, there's the this difference is there, right? When it is come into the CD, DVD thing, DISC disk is used. But when it comes to hard disk, floppy disk, jazz disk, zip disk, so DISK disk is used because those are magnetic. Those are magnetic. That's why this K. But if it is optical, C is there. So there's a minor difference of K and C. K and C. So please write down the correct word, right? Here I have given the correct one. Then you have processing devices. Central processing unit. And graphic processing unit. This is a summary, right? I'll give you the presentation, but this is the summary. Central processing unit and the graphic processing unit. Those are processing devices. Input devices, output devices, memory, storage, processing devices, and the last one is communication devices. You have those things in the lab. Modem, router, switch, those are communication devices in the lab. And not only that, you have wires, electricity, power units, UPS or uninterrupted power supply, that can be there. Desks, chairs, air conditioners, cleaning equipments, racks, wires, electricity, power unit, UPS, uninterrupted power supply, desks, chairs, air conditioners, racks. Stationaries and other supportive tools and equipments. Those are also there in the lab. So please write down this. Right, next day when you come, please try to complete at least one assignment in the, so at least finish this part of the computers one. So you can go there and you can complete part of computers. That is in the beginning. History of the computing, Denuri has submitted, right? Okay. Right. Part of the computers, try to finish it, right? Okay, then, so what we are going to discuss in the last. So what are the practices? Because this lesson is about the practices. Okay, you can see. So these are self-explanatory, but I have to tell this, right? So one thing is don't play. Don't play in your, because still school's not started. Maybe when you go to the school, don't play inside the lab because it's dangerous. There are wires, there are equipments, it's not good for your safety. Don't ride the chairs because it might have this, yes, wheels. But the thing is, don't ride those. Those are not for riding, right? So that is one thing. The second thing, here, what is the instruction here? What is the instruction given here? Can you understand?
Not to spill water on the computer.
Yes, not to spill water onto the computer. Why?
Or do unnecessary things to the computer.
Yes, that is an unnecessary thing. No, don't do unnecessary thing. Anyway, so don't actually touch the computer with wet hands. Why? That can be shocking.
Because the water.
Yes, when water spill, what will happen? There can be shortages,
It
leakages.
damages the computer.
It damages the computer. Not only the computer, it can damage us even, right? So maybe you will get a shock, electric shock due to this. So don't spill. And anyway, don't move with the water bottles. Don't bring water bottles to the lab. It is also not good. And don't touch the computers.
That will be laptops will be short.
Yes, laptop. If you are using a laptop. So the main reason, so most of the students are telling that, so my laptop's keyboard is not working, USB is not working, mouse is not working, or touchpad is not properly working. It's automatically touching. So likewise, keyboard is automatically working. So the most of the students are telling these reasons, but when we find the root cause, it is because of this bad activity, or sometimes it can be by some insects. So ants like insects can go inside, and they can also because of their in their body also there are some floods, kind of like acidic floods are there in the body. So what will happen when you press keyboards, if you press an ant, so again the same thing will happen. Don't anyway keep computers in that unsafe way. Always wrap it and keep it. Oh, always, so at least turn on the computer at least twice a week. You have to turn on the computer, otherwise it will be damaged. සමහරට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කම්පියුටර්ස් on කරන්නේ නැතුව තියෙන සතියක් දෙකක් එහෙම තිබ්බමත් ඒකට ඉන්සෙක්ට්ස් ලා වගේ ගිහිල්ලා මේ වගේ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ ෂෝට් වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඇතුලේ. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා එහෙනම් මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ අපේ ගෙදර විදිහට තියාගන්න හොඳයි කියලා. So they will go inside and create and they will maybe they will create their colonies and colonies. So then what will happen? Ultimately your motherboard or touchpad or keyboard will be damaged. Right, okay. So this is another thing. So again, you can see the trying phase of monitor. Don't remove the keys. Sometimes the keys are not strongly fixed to the keyboard. Sometimes this might happen. For an example, in my keyboard, it's like 5 years old machine I'm using. But now some keys are not really, so those are functioning, but so those are not really strongly connected to the keyboard. So don't remove those keys. Don't remove and try to free fix it. Don't remove and change the positions of the keys. Right? That is not a good thing. And what you can see here in this image, this I have seen a lot of students are doing this.
Taking off wires.
Just taking off wires. So that is unnecessary. In sometimes when there's a row of computer, what some students are doing, they are removing the wire and plug it to another one. I found this because I was working in Wesley College. I think like 13 years back. I was working as a teacher in Wesley College, and there I found some students doing this. They removed the mouse and plug it to some other person's computer, some other pupil's computer. Then what will happen when he moves the mouse? It's moving in some other stream because they have zapped the keyboard, zapped the mouse. Likewise, don't do that. That is not a good thing. That's very bad practice. Don't remove the wires because you don't know how these are connected. Sometimes you don't know the purpose of this connectivity, so don't remove it. Okay, these are some advices, and next day also we have to go through this, and I'll upload the slide today itself. You can go through the slide, right? Then we'll write down the note related to this. Okay, with that I'm going to stop for today. So please join the Edmodo and complete the assignments. That is really required. Please join the Edmodo and complete your assignment and quizzes. Okay guys, then let me wind up by this. Let's see you in the next week. Have a nice day and good night.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Thank
Bye,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Okay, goodbye.